Jason Momoa's passion project, the brutal and beautiful historic epic Chief of War, has finally landed. It's actually been here for quite a minute and recently wrapped up its 9-episode season. And it landed on the one streaming service that I keep trying to tell y'all about, Apple TV. In really the chaos of these streaming wars, Apple TV is really playing a different game by focusing on quality over quantity. I've actually talked about their winning strategy in a whole other video that I'll link for you because it's really a playbook that has given us incredible shows like Dark Matter and Shrinking. You'll be able to find that video right here and it'll be linked in the description down below. But now Apple TV has given us Chief of War, a 9-episode passion project from its creator and star Jason Momoa. We're gonna dive into this very brutal and very heartfelt and visually stunning series about the unification of the Hawaiian Islands to see what makes it so special. I'm talking about its incredible production, its layered performances, and its very powerful and authentic story. Now, check this out, man, because from its very first shot, Chief of War looks and feels massive. This is what an Apple TV budget really looks like on screen. The series that is set in the late 18th century was filmed on location in Hawaii, and you could really feel that sense of place in every scene. The cinematography is absolutely breathtaking. The camera glides over untouched volcanic landscapes and really lush green valleys, making the islands a powerful presence in the story. In a time when so many shows, they really start to look flat, washed out, Chief of War is a vibrant spectacle that really deserves the biggest screen that you can find. The show's commitment, though, goes a lot deeper than just pretty pictures. Its greatest strength really is a story that is told from an indigenous perspective. It was co-created by Jason Momoa, who is of Hawaiian descent, and you can really feel his passion in every frame. It really does feel like this is more than just another acting job for him. He's even called this his Braveheart. The production also brought together a predominantly Polynesian cast to really tell this uniquely Hawaiian story. What's really striking is that large portions of the series are spoken in the Hawaiian language, a lot of the times with English subtitles, and that is really cool. Jason Momoa and the cast worked with language coaches to really get it right, a choice that adds a really profound layer of respect and realism to the show because this story hasn't been watered down for a Western audience. It really trusts you to sink into its world and learn its customs and politics as they, begin to unfold. That confidence to choose cultural authenticity over spoon-feeding the audience is really a signature of the Apple brand and a huge reason that Chief of War feels so important. Let's not get it twisted though, because a beautiful show doesn't really mean squat without a great story. And Chief of War delivers a narrative that's both epic as hell and surprisingly personal. The series, like I said, is set during the historical unification of the Hawaiian Islands. It's a bloody and very complicated time in history. The story that we have is centered on Kayana, played by Momoa, a real-life warrior chief who was among the first of his people to travel beyond those islands, seeing places like China and North America. And when he does come back, that experience makes him an outsider even in his own home. He's a man who's caught between ancient traditions and the coming influence of the modern world. The show too does a really good job at balancing huge battle sequences with quiet and personal struggles of family and loyalty and identity, and it takes a slow burn approach, especially in those first few episodes. It does take a little bit of time to kind of kick up, and while some might find that pacing between character moments and explosive action a little uneven, it definitely does feel intentional. It allows the emotional and the political stakes to really build up, and I really appreciated that because it makes the eventual betrayals hit way harder and the victories feel really and truly earned. This is also where Jason Momoa arguably gives what might be the most nuanced performance of his career. I mean, we know him as the ferocious warrior Khal Drogo and Aquaman, and he definitely brings that energy here, but it's in these quiet moments of conflict, the struggle that you see in his eyes as he kind of weighs the cost of war, that his performance really starts to shine. He plays Kayana as a man torn between a desire for peace and the bloody destiny that he feels he must follow. The supporting cast really is just as fantastic. Tamora Morrison is brilliant as the cunning King Kayakili, who is a much more complex character than who he got to play in the book of freaking Boba Fett. Really pisses me off. Now, if they bring this character to season 2, if they ever do, of the book of Boba Fett, dude, Winning recipe right there. We also have Lucienne Buchanan, who is a standout as Ka'ahuamanu, and I know I'm butchering these names, but I'm trying my best. But she is a powerful woman whose fate really becomes tied to Kayana's. She gives a definite standout performance. The show is really smart enough to avoid these simple heroes and villains. Everyone's motivations are rooted in honor and survival, or really a desperate attempt to hold on to power in a world that is changing forever. Let's talk about this action a little bit. Let's be clear. The show has a ton of heart and it's a very thoughtful story, but it is also brutally violent, dude. Action in Chief of War is spectacular, it's visceral, it does not pull its punches at all. The battle scenes are savage and they're fast-paced, showing really the harsh reality of 18th century warfare. And unlike a lot of action-heavy shows nowadays, the violence here always has a purpose. It serves the story, the emotional journey of these characters. The series builds real nail-biting suspense. Alliances are very fragile, betrayals are sudden, and you genuinely do not know who is going to make it out of this next battle alive. While the show tells its story through the eyes of Kayana, it's set against the backdrop of the real-life conquest of Kamehameha I, the chief who ultimately used both brutal warfare and smart diplomacy to unite these islands. Chief of War uses this history to create a really tense and intriguing narrative where every swing of a war club has a consequence. Honestly, the show's finale in particular is an unmissable cataclysmic finish to the whole season itself. And this is really where Chief of War feels like a worthy companion to other historical epics like Shogun. It really pulls you into this world completely. It teaches you about a piece of history that you probably don't know, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time. Is Chief of War a perfect show? Not quite. Some of the supporting characters could probably have been a bit more developed, and its a meditated pace probably isn't going to be for everybody, but those are really small complaints for what it is overall. A massive achievement. The series is definitely a powerful, authentic, and visually stunning epic that is both crazy entertaining and culturally significant. It features one of Jason Momoa's best performances, at least in my opinion, and it proves what's possible when a major platform throws its full support behind a unique and daring vision. Not always looking for the quickest buck, but supporting a creative in their vision. Official reviews are here. Early buzz was that it was overwhelmingly positive, and it remained to be that. Chief of War is more than just another great series. It's a perfect symbol of the Apple TV strategy. It's ambitious, it's beautifully made, and puts quality and authenticity before anything else. In this crazy sea of disposable content that we have nowadays, Apple is really building a curated library of modern classics. They're really playing the long game, and with shows like this, they're absolutely winning. Chief of War is a definite watch it. It's a must-see for any fan of historical epics, compelling character drama, or just plain great television. But now I want to hear from you. Have you seen Chief of War? And if you did, what did you think about it? Do you agree that Apple TV is quietly delivering some of the best shows in streaming right now? Let me know your thoughts and tell me your favorite Apple TV shows. But as always, if you did enjoy this, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so that you stay up to date on future content. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Y'all stay geeked. I'm out. Be smooth.